Almighty God, who in your infinite wisdom and providential goodness have appointed the office, we beseech you to look upon with your abundant favor these your servants, whom you have been pleased to call, and grant that they may, as in your presence, treat and consider all matters that shall come under their deliberation in such just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the good of those whose interest is committed to their charge. Amen.
Communication from the chair.
Honorable colleagues, I want to welcome you back from recess. It seems if we had to go by your attendance, seems we've given you an opportunity to run back. I don't know whether it was hot down there, but I think most of you used it as an opportunity to interact with your constituents and share views here and there. And yes, you need to be planning for this, because we want every time we finish the budgeting process, we give you time to go and share with your constituents, because it's usually a very hectic period. So honorable colleagues, we really start on a very sad note. I hope most of you have already known that we've lost the Honorable Aripea Simon Peter, the member of the NRM Central Executive Committee, who has been the Vice President of the NRM for Karamoja, and also he's a former Member of Parliament representing the people of Moroto Municipality in this house. He died today morning as he was coming to attend the Central Executive Committee of the NRM that was supposed to approve the committee leadership. He died in an accident along Mbare Tirini Road today morning. Very, 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 very sad. I want to extend our condolences to the family, to His Excellency the President and Chairman of the NRM and members of SEC, and to the people of Karamoja and the county at large. Our Honorable Aripea has really served this country diligently over a long, long period of time. Burial arrangements will be communicated later today in the SEC meeting. This is one of the matters which were discussed, and they'll be communicating to the country on burial arrangements. Then, our Honorable colleague, the Honorable Sharon Leka Barimoy, the woman MP for Guru District, has this morning lost her husband, Mr. Ajera Nobat, at Murago Hospital. I talked to her this morning. She was heartbroken. Honorable colleagues who can reach out to her, please console her and put her and family in prayer. And on behalf of Parliament, I extend our condolences. Now, also again, this same week, honorable colleagues, I know most of you are Gen Zs. So Honorable Timugiwi, Honorable Kwizera Wagahungu, Honorable Mara doesn't qualify in that category. But this week, on a very sad note, we lost again Mr. Matthew Kenya, former Secretary of UNEP. Most of you on your academic documents, you will see the signature of Mzee Matthew Kenya, and really very, very sad, very, very sad. So I request honorable colleagues that we stand up and observe a minute of silence in respect.
May their souls rest in eternal peace.
Honorable colleagues, His Excellency the President has returned 2 bills which we approved in this House. He has returned them for reconsideration. And these bills, one is on the UNESCO Amendment Act 2024. And as required under our rules, I have to read for you the President's communication regarding this bill. Dated 16th July 2024 and addressed to the Right Honorable Speaker, Anita Among. Return of the National Commission for UNESCO Amendment Act 2024. The National Commission for UNESCO Amendment Act 2024 has been presented to me for assent. I have, however, noted the following issues that need reconsideration by Parliament. 1. The Amendment Act establishes a department instead of a unit. Section 4 of the Amendment on Re-establishment of Uganda National Commission for UNESCO provides that on the commencement of this Act, the Uganda National Commission for UNESCO shall be re-established as a department in the Ministry responsible for education without corporate status. The implication of this section is that UNATCOM is established as a legal entity but without corporate status. This is contrary to the public service practice where a ministry refers to a set of formal arrangements including the structure of ministries, departments, divisions, and other operation units, all established administratively with cabinet approval. Therefore, it is cabinet that establishes such a structure and not Parliament. Cabinet already decided that UNATCOM be retained as a unit in the Ministry of Education and Sports under Cabinet Extract CT 2028-128. In addition, the ministry structure is usually organized hierarchically with the ministry on top, the various functional departments below, several specialized functional divisions further below, and followed by many functional units and various functional sections, respectively. It also means that UNATCOM would be the only department or unit out of all the departments in the ministry established by law. In view of the above implications, the section should be deleted from the Act. The Minister of Public Service should work on the structure for UNATCOM as a unit in the Ministry of Education and Sports as decided by Cabinet and communicate the approved structure by establishment notes as is the practice. 2. The Amendment Act continues the terminology of a commission in the long title. The long title to the Amendment Act 2024 reads that an act to amend the National Commission for UNESCO Act 6 of 2014 to remove the corporate status of the Uganda National Commission for UNESCO and make the Ministry responsible for education the Secretariat for the National Commission for UNESCO in order to give effect to the government policy on rationalization of government agencies and public expenditure and for related purposes. However, the long title in Section 5 of the Amendment Act on substitution of long title to Mutoro Fiona was appointed Minister of State for Mineral. However, she has been representing Parliament on the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. I have received communication replacing her with Honorable Odoi Bernard, Youth Representative, Eastern Region. Honorable Odoi Bernard, I wish you the best of luck. I want to thank you, Honorable colleagues. So the Gen Zs are represented now, once again. Honorable members, I have matters of national importance that I would Yeah. Let me first give Rob first. Yeah. And then Honorable Muziki.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I want to join you in welcoming colleagues back from recess. Right Honourable Speaker, quick issues for me to thrash out. Yesterday, some of our colleagues were arrested and are still in jail, together with other citizens. The mentioned colleagues are Honorable Hassan Chirumira from Katikamu South, the Honorable Charles Tebandeke, Bale County, the Honorable Francis Zake from Mitiana Municipality, and other citizens. They are in Luzira as we speak, simply because they went to attend a regular press conference at their party's political headquarters, for the avoidance of doubt, the National Unity Platform headquarters. Honourable Speaker, I think it would be a good thing for government to help us understand the seeming double standards there are, because several other political entities keep operating, but for some, it doesn't get to happen, to the extent that even members of parliament who are going to their party headquarters to attend a press conference, together with other people, get to be bundled up and roughed up, and they're in jail, apparently, for going to attend an unlawful assembly. I think it would be good that government helps us understand that matter. Secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, this Parliament was approached by government to rationalize a couple of entities. And this Parliament went through an entire process to do that. The reasoning by government was twofold. One, there's duplication of roles. There's an entity handling certain matters, another entity doing the same work, so duplication. The other reason given by government was that it was important that we save taxpayers' money. Parliament, in many respects, listened, because it made sense, logically, politically, and otherwise. And so many entities were rationalized by this House. Honourable Speaker, you chaired some of those sessions. What's baffling, though, is we seem to make one step forward and then two steps forward. Backwards. Thank you. One step forward, two steps backwards. Honourable Speaker, recently we saw government coming up with a new unit.
Just Honourable Senyonyi. Honourable colleagues, today allow free sitting for colleagues who are standing. Please. Honourable Miyingo, you can sit next to Honourable Sariro. Please, free sitting. Let's continue, Honourable. Sorry for the...
Right, Honourable Speaker, we have seen government recently, while we're in the process of rationalization, coming up with a new unit which they have called the State House Revenue Intelligence and Strategic Operations Unit, that was created to fight corruption in URA. We ask, is this not duplication? Because we have several anti-graft fighting entities. Why not empower them, as opposed to creating a new entity? This might not be a creature of statute, as is the case with others, but it's a full-fledged unit that's meant to have operational funds. It's meant to have a structure. Why? Government needs to help us understand, because you came here and told us, let's rationalize entities, cut down on expenditure. But you're creating new entities to do work that, in our view, should be executed by already existing entities, which we should be empowering. If we think they're not doing good enough work, if we think some of the people they are in are not competent or whatever the case might be, throw them out, replace them with those who are qualified. Why? Still on this issue, Right Honourable Speaker, the person who was appointed to lead this unit, a one David Kalemera, is a convict of tax fraud, Right Honourable Speaker. I ask, are we setting a thief to catch a thief? And Right Honourable Speaker, I want to lay on table a judgment, because these are not my words. When I say he's a convict of tax fraud, I want to lay on table a judgment by a court of law in Uganda. This is Uganda versus Kalemera David and others, in which Justice Kidudu convicted them for tax fraud. And this is, so I'm laying this on the table right now, Speaker. This is the person that's been appointed to fight corruption. He was convicted for corruption, for tax fraud. It does not make sense at all, right, Honorable Speaker. People are saying I should...
Maybe the full citation.
That's all right. I just wanted to redeem Parliament's time, but since you have allowed, right, Honorable Speaker...
The case number.
Republic of Uganda, in the High Court of Uganda, Anti-Corruption Court at Kololo, criminal case number 7 of 2018. And the parties, Uganda being the prosecutor versus 1 Kalemera David as accused number 1, accused number 2 Semanda Ian Paul, accused number 3 Kaziwe Ronald. And this is the judgment of court that convicted these people. So somebody who was convicted of corruption has now been appointed to fight corruption. It does not make sense, right, Honorable Speaker. And, right, Honorable Speaker,
Just as we conclude.
These are the kind of things that annoy the citizens of Uganda who don't think we are serious about the fight against corruption. Because when we are appointing corrupt people, according to court, to fight corruption, people get agitated. Finally, right, Honorable Speaker, and this one I'll request, right, Honorable Speaker. The
Honorable Senyonyi,
the rules are very clear.
No, when I'm chairing the House, never access a microphone without my permission. Please. Please. And why I'm emphasizing this, the people of the Hansard are complaining for people speaking in a microphone and they fail to get a record of Kirina and Gwanda.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, the other two issues we are seeking for government to clarify, but this particular matter, final one, I request yourself, because as far as I am concerned, it should be clarified by office, Right Honorable Speaker. There seems to be double standards within this, our institution called Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, last week there are some citizens of Uganda that came to Parliament with placards protesting against one of our colleagues, the Honorable Theodore Sechukubo. They came the first day, and he's present in the House. They came the first day, they were ushered into Parliament nicely with their placards. Then they came the following day, they were still ushered in, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, you received them on behalf of the Speaker. You asked that a few of them come to meet you from the group which came to Parliament. And some of us were happy that this Parliament is able to be accessed decently by people who are saying we are peacefully protesting. Today, Right Honorable Speaker, there are some young people who, as we have been witnessing, have been coming to Parliament in similar fashion with placards, marching, saying they have concerns about corruption in Parliament and elsewhere, and they were coming in similar fashion, like those ones, to come and raise their concerns here in Parliament before us and before you, Right Honorable Speaker. Many of them have been bundled up, they have been beaten up, many are in jail. And so I thought, the same way, Right Honorable Speaker, you received those who were protesting, apparently, against one of our honorable colleagues, you would receive them in similar manner, because they're saying they have concerns as citizens of this country, concerns about Parliament of Uganda, concerns about many government entities, concerns about corruption, Right Honorable Speaker. I don't know why they were not accorded the same kind of treatment, the same kind of respect, because they were not coming to fight. They did not have daggers, knives, or whatever the case might be. They had placards similar to the other one. So I thought, Right Honorable Speaker, you would help us understand. I don't know whether it was an order from your office, maybe not, but at least I saw the other ones, you received them. For these ones, it has not happened. Why, Right Honorable Speaker? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.